Unexpected, isn't it? This girl is over 40 years old. This morning, she also looks like this. Wake up, take a shower, wash face, put on high heels. All done. This court. Jane is forced to adjust her mood well. Not even a single sentence can be refuted. If not, she will go to jail. Have you heard this sentence before? You have the right to remain silent, but your every statement will be evidence in court. This saying has a premise. That's you can't open your mouth, refute any problem, otherwise will become relinquishment. Jane told the lawyer he didn't need to bother anymore. That is a big deal. I won't act on feelings like that. Rest assured, definitely won't say. The result is the same. Just got up and say a few sentences. She angrily protested. The lawyer next to her was dumbfounded. Soon he has to think. This strong woman can't be overpowered. To what extent is Jane perverted? Work too busy. Then work 24 hours straight. Go into the bathroom, also has to talk about business. Too sleepy at the meeting. Take medicine to stay awake. One pill a day can work all day. No time to date. Use money to satisfy needs. When discussing the scenes, if the boss dares to object, then chase away. Boss, why are you against her? Because earlier, she kicked the company's biggest customer away. It's this uncle is the mayor of the city. Is this? Jane is a senior political campaigner. Simple explanation is, she helps that party pull votes. So recently the mayor has come. He has a big business in his hand, gun control. Recently, the control of gun use in our country is quite good. Don't know what those people think. Just want to control using the gun. Can you help me pull out the protest? He is both the mayor and the customer. It's so good about giving her this job. But unexpectedly Jane refused. She thinks that restricting the use of guns can protect the public. So she supports this. She doesn't accept this case. Such an important customer dares to offend. At that time, the boss was not happy. I'm really easy for you. If you can do this, just do it. If you can't do it, go away. How can Jane bear such anger? Want to fire me, want to invite me to work, still waiting in line to go to France. Last night a bald guy came to pay me double my salary. Jane smiles, prepared to go the next day. Moreover, it is convenient to bring everyone along, except the person from before. Talk to her in the bathroom. This person has been following Jane for many years. She feels like she has learned it all. Jane's skills already. So the next, she wants to set up her own job and get promoted. Jane doesn't care. Directly take the rest to the poor company. Poor company. As the name implies, there is no money, but Jane performed like victory in the palm of her hand. She has already thought of the option to pull votes. The current situation is very painful. The opponent only needs 7 more votes to win, and they are so miserable. A few dozen more votes left. Jane is getting serious. First move, provoke the media. She hears the news. There is a person on the neutral side who will join a party. The party is all media, so she arranged for a colleague to speak up. In the public school, forcing Jack. Force him to tilt the vote. But he's not stupid. He guessed that someone would come to ride, so immediately arranged the MC to change the speaker. There is a Taoist 1 meter high, the devil 1 foot high. Jane's insider is not only one person. She still succeeded in the end. Second move, underground operation. Jane arranges colleagues. Said he wanted to go to another continent to pull votes. This place is very difficult to handle. Co-workers even doubt that Jane does a joke. You see, I said that. Do it for a few days. When informing the progress to Jane, Jane said do not go anymore. It's really teasing people. As a result, when everyone is bewildered, Jane immediately throws a document on the table. Inside is a picture of a member who betrayed. Jane already guessed it. She said she wanted to catch that person. Through this period of post-war formation, the votes of the Agree party immediately increased rapidly, make the opposing party very angry, start to bully. Stuffing dirty money, want them to change their mind. Jane think playing this game with me, right? Then don't blame me for not being polite. In her hand, there is a dedicated team to monitor and investigate. They have cockroaches. This is the latest nano surveillance technology. Jane decided to send a cockroach. Go to monitor enemy. If it is possible to get evidence of the other party's crime, then their lives are over. But no matter what she said, the boss did not agree. Jane just had to think other way. Third move, direct persuasion. Jane is observable. Colleague John is very supportive of gun restrictions. She guesses there must be a reason, so she immediately invites John to have dinner. While she's drunk, asked her about what happened. John experienced a gun assault. From then on, it became a childhood obsession. When Jane got the interview, directly gave a news. Is a delegate of the gun restriction party. John directly on hot search. Public opinion began to spread. Supporters are also increasing, but at the same time, this also got John in trouble. In the evening, she was walking on the street. Suddenly there is a person, point a gun at her. Say, do you want gun restrictions? I have a gun now. You don't have one. She comes near to see. Fortunately someone passed by, heroically saved the beauty. This is really troublesome. You say if later someone assaults in the middle of the road, what do you do if you don't have a gun? So there are people who speak out against gun restrictions. Go through it. John is very angry. Jane, you haven't even asked me, pulled me out and spoke up. I'm in danger now. What kind of person is that? She doesn't want to do it anymore. Moreover, disaster never comes alone. After the other party knows that Jane has lost a great assistant, decided to take that opportunity, start pulling out Jane's bad history. They want to see if they can find any evidence, making her unable to work in this career anymore. Better go to jail. Talk about this. Then it's time for the traitor. Already betrayed Jane. That day after the meeting was over, all colleagues are off work. Only she hasn't come back yet. Only saw her put a small box on the table, then knit her hands together. Jane can't stand it anymore. Because just now, she received a phone call. She heard that the person who was once the best colleague betrayed her. It's the girl with the glasses. You see, she held up the report. The above is an illegal contract signed by Jane. This time she really finished her life. The opponent decides to win and rush forward, directly bribe a person to bring Jane to court. We all know what happened next. Jane protested angrily. It really feels like it's done. On the last day, it was Jane's turn to narrate for the last time. Only see her stand up, go to the middle of the hall, then calmly sit in place, take a sip of water, start slowly sing. Everyone feels I'm a bad person. I launched gun restrictions. Is it because of my career? Yes, I got this job at first, because I want to win. I want to prove myself. Yes, for the satisfaction of my sense of victory. I violated professional ethics. I hurt the person closest to me the most, made her almost lose her life. You blame me. I agree, but then, and even now, I'm not doing this for myself. But I believe gun restrictions can protect the weak in our country's society, can protect women and also protect children. This is the truth. Next, she began to denounce the corruption of the political world. She gave everyone a link. Open, there is a video called Earthquake. Then earthquake level things actually happened. Turn out Jane always orders her subordinates monitor the opponent. This video is proof of congressional filth. This woman is not easy to battle. This time it's the opponent's turn to panic. Don't panic, it's not over yet. Jane gives the other party a surprise again. Do you like to arrange insiders? I also have. Then the insider. It's the colleague who betrayed before. She's infernal affairs. Glasses are always silently communicating with Jane, including documents denouncing Jane. It's all planned by the two of them. Such, the other party will have a reason to denounce her. She also has the opportunity to publish those evidences in public. After saying that, Jane stood up. In the bewildered crowd, she is very calm. Jane turned her head to look at John in the crowd. John also looked towards her. Two people with four eyes looking at each other but don't say a word. Jane feels sorry for her. What about her? Face Jane now. Have a different view. Cold, respectful Jane, calm and serious, not even a bad person, act of chivalry. To achieve the goal, she does not give up any tricks. She is not afraid to push herself into the pit of fire. It's true that she don't use the most dangerous way to get resurrected. This is Mrs. Sloane. In the end she wins perfectly.